Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your August reading. This is a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I went ahead and I pulled your cards. I pulled the cards for your spread for August using the Thoth deck. I haven't looked at the cards yet other than the card that we got at the bottom of the deck, which is the Ten of Cups. So that's beautiful energy to see. That's kind of a overall energy for you. We'll see how that relates once I've turned around the cards to see what we get. It's an ellipse spread. It's going to give us a past, present, near future, obstacles, hopes and fears, advice, and then a final outcome. The ellipse spread doesn't really go farther than like 3 weeks. So if there's something that you don't like at the end, know that you have free will and you can manifest a change for yourself if you don't like the direction in which things are going. All right, Taurus, I've also got the Moonology deck here for you, and I'm going to pull an overall energy. All right, Taurus, you got a full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice card to get, I would say. Not shabby. Not too shabby to get a win-win outcome, Taurus. Kind of liking that as we start. The bottom of the deck, a new start is coming. So a new start to the spread, but also a new start in your life, Taurus. So this is fabulous. All right, let's see what we got here. Coming out of the recent past, we had the Lovers. So, you know, it can go either way. We'll pull some clarifiers, but either you had a big decision that you were working on in the recent past, what to do, could be related to anything really, career or love, but some kind of decision to be made. The Lovers is usually a card of, as strange as it sounds, it's a card of freedom. It's a card of knowing that, you know, really understanding that in order to, like, if you love someone, let them free or set them free. If they come back to you, they're yours. If they didn't, it was never meant to be. It's that cheesy saying, but that cheesy saying is true when the Lovers comes into play. If we're talking about a romantic situation, the Lovers says lots of times you have to be able to get that balance between independence and being, you know, keeping yourself independent, but also being part of a couple and being able to give your partner independence and also be part of a couple, right? So it's the advice with the Lovers card oftentimes, and I'm getting this for somebody out there that needed to hear this, you were probably thinking, how do you get that balance between trusting your partner to be independent and to be away from you, and then not let that affect your partnership? Strong partnerships are always benefit from both individuals being able to spend time alone. It's important to know that you need that alone time. I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent, but that's what I'm getting pretty strongly. So for somebody out there, you were dealing with that kind of an issue. Right now, you're in the Empress energy, so this is beautiful energy. The Empress is about growth, fertility, abundance, really being in tune with your higher self and your inner self, and being able to create abundance to receive gifts. So abundance is also receiving, and the Empress knows how to give and to receive. The Empress is also, we'll pull clarifiers, but for some of you, I'm also getting the message that sometimes the Empress in the Thoth deck will talk about the need to look at things from a higher perspective, a little more detached. Sometimes within the Empress energy, you can get too caught up in the minutia, in the small details of manifesting something that you want. So you can get too bogged down. Say you're looking for love, it's an easier way to explain it. You say, I want a partner who has black hair, green eyes, a freckle on his or her forefinger. You know, you get so mired down into the tiny details of freckles and specific sense of humor and personality traits, that you lose track of what you're actually trying to manifest, which is love, right? So that's what you need to watch out for when you're in that Empress energy. And for some of you, again, I'm getting that might be a message that somebody needs to hear. Okay, coming into the near future, so just keep that in mind. Coming into the near future, wow, look at this spread for you, Taurus. We got the Star card. All right, so a lot of healing, a lot of hope. Whatever decision you were recently faced with in the recent past, you are feeling very confident that you made the right decision, and you're really going to come into this energy of peace and calm, and you're going to know really deep down at the core of your being that you're moving in the right direction. In the advice position, we have 2 cards came out. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, excellent. So a whole new phase, a new lucky phase coming in for you. And we have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so the 7 of Cups can be options, plenty of options, right? It can also be illusions. It can be falling prey to illusions. It can talk about addiction sometimes, overeating, over drinking, indulging in drugs, indulging in things that are bad for you. It can even be things like watching too much TV, daydreaming too much, right? So with that 7 of Cups in the advice position, you know, we'll pull some clarifiers, but it can go either way. For some of you, you're spending a little too much time in La La Land with the Star and the 7 of Cups. So you're spending a little too much time in fantasy land, and I guess that's why I got that Empress energy. A little too much focusing on the details in an unproductive way, okay? So for some of you, you need to try to ground yourself. A way to get out of that daydreamy energy is to kind of shut things down. Turn off the TV, turn off the YouTube videos. I shouldn't say that, right? But turn off, you know, turn off videos, turn off video games, turn off the TV. Shut things down for a little while every day and just spend time meditating. If you can go outside, sit in the grass, sit under a tree, look up at the sky, do something that will center yourself and take you away from all of the noise that surrounds us every day, right? There's so much news and media and job responsibilities and family responsibilities and chores, so many things that we do every day that sometimes we can put ourselves in this altered state of fantasy where we distract ourselves from all of the noise that's coming at us by creating other noise in our heads, right? By creating fantasies, by watching too much TV, that kind of, I'm going to block out just being with myself by focusing on external things that I feel make me happy at the moment, but that don't actually really bring any kind of lasting joy or peace to me, right? So that will happen to me. You know how you get in front of the TV and you'll just watch TV and you think to yourself, I'm just vegging, I'm just chilling, I'm just relaxing, I need this time to just zone and watch TV. And before you know it, you've spent 3 or 4 hours watching something, and if I asked you the next day what you watched last night, you wouldn't even be able to tell me. So instead of doing that, maybe, you know, sit outside for a few minutes if you can. Try to do a meditation. There are lots of good meditations on YouTube to help you, mantras that you can focus in on and repeat. Even just listening to music, turning some music on, and really even lying in bed and listening to music for an hour can be very beneficial, right? Whatever it is that brings you calm and peace. So that's one set of advice. The other set of advice is to realize that the wheel is turning in your favor right now. So it's important for you to grab opportunities as they come. All right, so if something comes at you, an opportunity, obviously do your research, do your due diligence. Don't jump into something that might be dangerous or crazy or reckless, but act on it. You know, do the research, see where it takes you, see where it leads. New adventures are opening up for you, and you don't want to miss out by, you know, closing yourself off and locking yourself up in front of the TV. So that's the advice right there. In the external or sometimes blockages position is the sun. And when I was pulling these cards, I was thinking more in terms of blockages, right? Obstacles. And getting the sun here in the obstacles position is just really, I'm not getting that, you know, things aren't going to work out for you. I'm just really, it's kind of reinforcing for me. I'm getting both messages from this card. That's reinforcing the notion of going outside and sitting in the grass or sitting under a tree or looking at some flowers, going to a garden, and really just paying attention to what you're seeing and around you. In terms of, I'm also getting this message for some of you, and remember, this is a general reading, so there are plenty of Tauruses out there, and you know, you're all going through slightly different experiences. So for some of you, I'm getting this more as external energies, and this is telling me that, you know, along with this Ten of Cups, you are really, really in a protected, beautiful place right now. The sun is healing, growth. A lot of people consider it the most optimistic card in the deck. It just says that everything is going to turn out okay. I'm getting, for some of you, you're going to be recognized in some way. We'll pull clarifiers, but just the stories that I'm getting. Some of you are going to do well and be recognized. It could be in the work arena. It could just be your friends recognizing you for being just the awesome person that you are, Taurus. But I see a lot of growth and support and love around you. Thing about the Sun card also is really interesting. We got the little twins here. Always reminds me and takes me back to the Lovers card, right? So these are our two little, you know, it always reminds me of the Lovers card right there. And there may be a connection. That brings us back to the recent past for you and some kind of decision you made. And again, I'm getting for some of you, some kind of decision you made to be independent was really the right energy for you and the right decision, because that you're really being supported in that move towards independence right now, Taurus. So I really like that. In your hopes and fears position, this is kind of where your head is at. You got the Ace of Swords. So excellent. Again, excellent card. Super decisive. You know what you want. You're making a decision. You made the decision. You're not going back. You've got complete clarity of thought, clarity of purpose. So you kind of regained your purpose. It's in the hopes and fears position. So it's kind of what you hope you want, but you're afraid you won't have. But because it's the ace, it's an ace and it's the Ace of Swords, this is telling me that you are really clear. And you're hoping that your clarity will serve you, and it will. And coming into the... All right, Taurus, this is the most beautiful spread I've done in a really long time. Coming all the way at the end of this cycle, end of the 2 to 3 weeks, you end it with the Two of Cups. For some of you, that is going to be this relationship that we were talking about. This allowing your partner independence is going to bring you closer together within the next few weeks. It's really going to that sense of I trust you to be on your own, I trust you to be independent, to do your own thing, is really going to bring your partner closer to you at the end of the month. For others of you, this is an integration of the polarities within yourself. This is kind of coming into union with yourself. Okay, so for those of you not in a relationship or not looking for a relationship, this is simply saying that whatever decisions you made, this decision to grow emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, whatever it is that you are working on, it's really going to bring you a sense of wholeness and completeness and happiness. Again, we got that Ten of Cups at the bottom there. It's really going to all come together for you in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to move this over right now. I'm going to pull some clarifiers using, I forgot the name of this deck, but it is, Ethereal Visions, I believe it is. I think it is. I don't remember. If I remember to put it in the comments, I will. I'll put it in the comment box or something once I can remember the name of the deck. I always forget. Okay, so let's see. Tell me more about the Lovers, please, Spirit. Let's get some clarification on the Lovers, please. Why the Lovers? The Seven of Cups again. So the Seven of Cups in your advice and the Seven of Cups clarifying the Lovers. So for some reason there was something that you were confused about. Why the Seven of Cups, please? Many options around you. Why the Seven of Cups? Spirit. Death card, transition. So you trying to figure out how you're going to move into a new phase of life, a new phase of your relationship, a new phase in your career. Whatever this decision was you were trying to make, it was causing you a bit of confusion, wondering how you're going to move forward. In the present energy, let's get clarifier on the Empress. Why the Empress, please, Spirit? The Seven of Swords. Okay, so now we're going to probably move, Spirit might be moving me into other stories for other people to try to connect to as many people as possible. So Empress energy with the Seven of Swords. So somebody around you is not totally being honest with you, and you have decided to approach the situation from a standpoint of love and not focus on the wrongdoer, but focus on yourself and how you can move forward and manifest new situations for yourself. Kind of like, yeah, I see you. I see you're kind of sneaky. I see you're a liar. You're a cheater. You're a stealer. You're not my type of people, but I'm going to wish you well on your path and I'm going to move forward. Devil energy surrounding you. Yeah, and then I got also the King of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So this is you really, I really feel for some of you out there that you've been surrounded by kind of nasty energy, maybe nasty people, people that just don't have your back, people that make you feel less than, people that make you feel imprisoned, maybe bullies even, maybe you've been bullied in some way, because we got this Seven of Wands here, and the Seven of Wands is standing up for yourself. And I think that whatever decision this was, you're currently in the process of standing up for yourself, and I think you're finding support with this King of Cups. I think that you may have either like pledged your case to an advisor, but I feel that, or if you haven't, or if you're planning on it, I feel that by doing so, you're going to get the support that you need. So if you need to reach out to somebody for help, please do so. Yeah, you got the Three of Cups, so celebration. That's my yay card. Yay, we did it card. And that came out as I was talking about reaching out for help or reaching out to advice for somebody that is in a, he's a king, it's a king energy. So somebody that's in a position of power, in a position of authority, but this person of authority is also very supportive, very empathetic and caring, because he's a King of Cups. So for some of you, if you reach out to this person for advice, you're going to get good advice, and you're going to get supported, right? That's going to bring about this healing for you in the near future, Taurus. That with that Star card is going to bring back hope for you. Three of Cups, celebration, and the Wheel of Fortune again. Okay, so look, we've already got repeating cards. We got the Seven of Cups repeating twice, and now we got the Wheel of Fortune repeating twice. The Wheel of Fortune clarifying the Three of Cups and the Star. So whatever you've set in motion, whatever attitude adjustment you've made for yourself, I really feel it's kind of like a mind shift for you. That is going to bring about much happiness, much support, a lot of good luck coming in for you. Page of Swords coming in as your clarifier, one of the clarifiers for your advice position. So, you know, I like the Page of Swords here as we continue talking about this situation. And I'm not really sure, because I was just shuffling the cards, whether to make this a clarifier for the Star or for the Wheel of Fortune. But either way, the Page wanted to come out, and what I'm getting from the Page is that, see how she's kind of got her sword up, she's got her head kind of turned away. To me, this is kind of a, like, you know, like a tell it to the hand kind of gesture, like, yeah, I don't trust you completely. My guard is up. I'm going to do a little research. I'm going to find out a little more. So what I'm getting from this is that you're still in the situation, and so as you maneuver out of whatever situation it is that you are trying to transition away from with that Death card over there, it's saying that you're going to need to keep your wits about you, observe your surroundings, observe how people are behaving around you. You know, some people call the Page of Swords card the spy card. I'm not telling you to spy, I'm just telling you to be aware, watch people, watch their body language, listen to the subtext, okay? I'm kind of getting that. Why the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Cups? Please tell me more. Spirit, please tell me more. The Magician. Okay, the Magician can be taken in two ways, right? In the positive, this is more of you manifesting, creating the reality that you want for yourself. So as you look around your surroundings, as you evaluate your own thought processes, because what we think about, we bring about, as you become more aware of your own individual powers of manifestation, which are strong right now, considering that you have the Empress in the current position, and you have a lot of majors here too. Let's look at that. We've got the Lovers going into the Empress, going to the Star, major arcana. So these are major karmic shifts for you. These are major energies surrounding you at the time. And then the advice is the Wheel of Fortune. You've got major energies around you. External, the Sun. I mean, you know, everything here is a major except for your hopes and fears and your final outcome, right? So as we get farther into the future, they're not majors, but right now you have majors, and that's telling me that these energies are strong, profound, and karmic for you. Okay, so as you make these mental shifts and learn how to manifest and create the reality that you want, I want you to be aware of not being too idealistic in your approach to people. Keep your guard up a little bit. I think Scorpio also got that message, not being too idealistic when dealing with other people. So if you have Scorpio in your chart, you might want to go take a look at that. Of course, Scorpio and Taurus being opposite ends, I find that sometimes they are dealing with the same situations in slightly different ways. Okay, is there anything else you want to tell us, Spirit, about the Magician? Why the Magician and the Page there? The Two of Wands. Okay, so this is still more, so this is, you know, energy of you really deciding on what it is that you want to create and what you want to manifest for you, and starting to give it shape and form. So you've got the will to do this, wands being will, right? Representing the will. The Ace of Wands representing that raw energy of desire, but unshapen, right? Raw, unformed. The Two of Wands comes in and limits that energy. It encircles it. It kind of says, okay, I'm going to take this energy that's just going out in all directions, and I'm going to enclose it, give it shape. It still doesn't have direction. It's not a Three of Wands. It's a Two of Wands, but we're starting to shape it. We're starting to grasp how we're going to direct our will. So that's really, really strong energy, seeing the Magician and the Two of Wands together. So, you know, Taurus, this is you really manifesting at and vibrating at the highest level. In the external, clarifying the Sun, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So planning, patience, looking ahead, figuring out how you're going to move forward, but doing so in a way that that honors the past, right? So the Seven of Pentacles is at the most literal definition, when we look at the Seven of Pentacles in the deck, in the card here, you know, this is a farmer looking at his crops, seeing how much they've grown, deciding, do I harvest now? Do I let it grow a little more? Is the crop going to, you know, am I going to be able to reap what I thought I was going to be able to reap? How is it going? So it's like a pause in the action of assessing and deciding, but it's very, you know, it's very positive. For some of you, it's saying you're just kind of, you're not at the beginning, you're kind of in the middle. And so you need to just keep that focus and keep planning and keep the end goal in mind. You also got the Nine of Swords. So that's saying that you could be, you know, a lot of worries surrounding you right now. Maybe you're having difficulty sleeping. I don't know about you, Taurus, but I've been having difficulty sleeping. You know, Six of Swords. Just a lot of anxiety surrounding a lot of people right now. I feel the need to talk about the 8-8 portal that everybody always gets so hyped over this time of year, but hyped over with this sense of urgency, like, I have to make this 8-8 portal work, and if I don't make it work for me, I'm doomed. I'm just not going to be able to ascend spiritually, and that's just not true. Okay, so we are surrounded by major energies right now, for sure, but know that everybody ascends in their own time. We are here to learn lessons. We're here to advance at our own pace, right? There is no right or wrong. There is no somebody doing it faster, somebody doing it slower. So doing it slower is not as good as somebody who does it faster. There's none of that. You're here to learn lessons that you decided to learn before you came into this form, and so you're, you know, however you do it is the right way for you, right? Okay, so if you've been giving yourself a hard time, please don't do that. The Six of Swords says that if you've been going through a rough time, which I think some of this in the past that we were looking at, it says some of you have been dealing with a difficult situation in terms of relationships of some sort or other in some arena. I think you'll be moving away from that in the external, you know, position. The Six of Swords is definitely saying that you're going to be reaching calmer shores for sure. Okay, and your hopes and fears, let's find out about that Ace of Wands. We got the Eight of Swords. So cutting through that confusion, definitely cutting through, seeing that you've been holding yourself back, right? You're able to just move past that right now. So I really like that. That Ace of Swords is really talking about self-limitation. You also got the High Priestess, fabulous. So you are really in touch with your intuition right now, and you're cutting through any kind of self-doubt that you have had. Let's take a look at the Lovers card. The Love card. Whoops. We start with the Lovers, we end with the Two of Cups, which in the Thought deck is called love. So gotta love that, right? Okay, let's see why. Tell me more about that Two of Cups. Spirit, please. Tell me about the Two of Cups, please. All right, and we got the Artist. Now, the Artist is a special card that the author of this deck, the creator of this deck, added into the deck. It's not a traditional tarot card. It's numbered 23, comes after the World, and you can see this is the Artist drawing his own, like creating his own reality, drawing his own landscape, creating the world that he wants to create. This is saying again that your powers of manifestation are super strong. He's got the, I'm hoping you can see this, he's got the feather on his foot like the god Mercury, which says to me that not only are you able to create right now and manifest, but your communication skills are strong as well too. And if you're into astrology, which I'm really not, but you may want to look and see what's happening with Mercury right now within your chart, and then see how that relates to you in terms of the Two of Cups, in terms of relationships, and where that falls in your chart. And also clarifying the Two of Cups, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So as I was saying before, for some of you, this is just really coming into union with yourself. This is you becoming really self-confident, assured, abundant. It's a Pentacles card, the Nine of Pentacles. So not only does it say that you are aligned internally, spiritually, emotionally, but you are also doing well, like financially. You're going to be doing well. So if you had any worries about money or how this conflict is going to affect your finances, don't worry about it, Taurus, because you've got the Nine of Pentacles coming in. That says that your expertise, your strengths in your career are going to serve you well. You'll be able to rely on them. You will come out ahead. You may even come into some more money, a raise or something. You've got the Justice card coming in at the end as well. So for some of you, if there was an imbalance or an unfair situation, that's going to be righted in your favor as it comes to the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like getting one more card for you. Let's see. One last card clarifying the Two of Cups, please, Spirit. If there's anything else you want to tell us, maybe not. You got the Moon and the Ten of Cups. So there we go again, that dreamy energy, the Moon, Cancer. You may have Cancer in your chart. Getting a lot of Cancer here, Cancer energy. We also got the Ten of Cups. All right, so all your hopes and wishes. I love this Moon card. It's one of the most beautiful Moon cards of all the decks that I have, I think. She's just so beautiful, looking up at the Moon, manifesting her world. The Moon is a card of creativity, creation as well. It's not just a card of illusions or doubt or fears. It's also very much a creative card. And so that the fact that we're getting the Moon and the Artist is telling me that you really are going to be finding yourself in a very creative, abundant place at the end of the month, Taurus. And this is going to make you, it's going to bring a lot of just happiness and joy for you, the Ten of Cups. You know, for some of you, this will be the manifestation of a relationship that you were hoping to get going or to make stronger. Happy family, happy home, but this is just contentment. All right, you're going to be coming into a period of just bliss and contentment, so enjoy it. I need to, give me 1 minute, I need to kind of snuff out this incense. Okay, thank you. Just the incense, sometimes I need to get some water there. It'll pick up really strongly depending on the way the air conditioning is blowing. It'll blow like right into my face, and I can only breathe so much of it in. Okay, so what I want to do now, Taurus, is I want to pull just a couple oracle cards for you to give us, you know, we're going to pull back a little bit even farther. So this was pretty, you know, fairly specific. With details. We're going to pull an oracle card from Nature's Whispers, give us a little bit of more advice. We pulled that Moonology oracle card that said a win-win outcome is forecast, which is fabulous. So this is all, you know, really, I don't see, I mean, everything is going your way. I keep hearing that. I keep hearing that song in my head that I'm not going to sing because my voice is terrible, but the lyrics are, and you'll know it when I tell you the lyrics. The lyrics are, oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. That is your theme song for the next couple of weeks here, Taurus, because that is a song that is running through my head. right now as I look through these cards, okay? All right, so thank you, Spirit. What advice do you have for Taurus from Nature's Whispers? Thank you, Spirit. What advice do you have for Taurus? Okay, Taurus. So I like to pull these cards because it just gives us something else to think about as we move through these energies. And you got two cards popped out for you from Nature's Whispers. You got vulnerability, and I'm going to put this over here. You got vulnerability and let love be your beacon. These are beautiful cards. I'm not sure like how much you can see of them if I put them there. All right, I'm just going to put them here. You can take a look at how beautiful these cards are as I read to you from the book, because the descriptions of these cards are gorgeous, and they're usually pretty quick, so I like to just read them directly out of the book. Okay, vulnerability. It says, you may be feeling like you should withdraw. This is an opportunity to wait and regroup. You are in need of some rest and relaxation. You might even be feeling overwhelmed. Take some much needed downtime. Take in your surroundings. Notice the season and the changes that are taking place out in nature. Okay, that's like what we were talking about going and sitting outside, maybe disconnecting from all the noise and news and clutter that surrounds you. All right, so notice the season and changes that are taking place out in nature. Things are continually evolving. Think about the clouds you see in the sky. They are constantly moving, changing, and reshaping themselves. Allow yourself to connect with Mother Earth and nature in a deeper way. Align your rhythm with the heartbeat of the earth and slow your thoughts and emotions down. Trust that everything will work out. The signs that things work themselves out are all around you. Take notice. All right, that's what we were talking about earlier with the disconnecting and going out in nature. So I really like that validation here. Okay, and let's look at 42. Let love be your beacon. Lead with love. That's what we were talking about with that Empress card there and the clarifiers earlier. When you enter into a new situation, see love paving the way. If it is a tense situation or a work environment, do a visualization exercise of filling the space with bright, beautiful love for everyone involved, including yourself. Acknowledge what is going on and be willing to change how you are approaching this. Communication will be harmonious and you will have greater prospect to create what you are looking for. Focus on the light within you. Imagine this light shining out of you. Your inner light will permit you to see the world with new eyes and learn new things every day of your life. And I kind of want to say that Scorpio got the same card. I'm really feeling like Scorpio got the same card. So again, if you have Scorpio in your chart, you might want to go check out that Scorpio reading that I did a few days ago. Okay, let me, but I could be mistaken and somebody else got that. But anyway, I'm feeling like Scorpio got that. Okay, I'm also going to pull for you one last card here. I'm going to pull for you an oracle card from the Blue Messiah Oracle deck. This always takes us out even farther, gives us a higher vantage point from which to view our situation, gives us advice from a larger perspective, that 30,000 foot perspective. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What advice do you have for Taurus for August? What advice do you have for Taurus for the month of August, please? Okay, seriously, I am just, I guess, listen, we all have all the signs within ourselves, right? That's not a surprise. So we are getting repeating cards here. So we got faith, and you got two, and we got energetic shield for you, okay, as our final little pieces of advice or things to be aware of, right? Energies to be aware of, or just concepts, to be aware of as we move forward through the next few weeks, what to keep in mind. So I'm going to read number 10 first. I'm pretty sure Scorpio got number 10 as well. I'm pretty sure Scorpio got faith. So I think Scorpio got let love be your beacon and faith, both of these cards on the diagonal. All right, so faith. I might not read all of it to you. It's a little long. But let me start anyway. Okay, at each stage of the soul's evolutionary ladder into expanded consciousness, a leap of faith is needed. Taking that leap of faith within you is choosing to jump without the reassurance of a safety net. It is choosing to move forward regardless of whether there is absolute certainty that things will work out the way you wish. Taking that leap into the unknown requires great courage. It is about trusting spirit despite not knowing what lies before you. This card encourages you to let go and allow the universe to take care of you. Release any doubts or fear you may hold and have faith in yourself. Have faith in your choices, which are guided by the wisdom of your heart. We all travel up the mountain path, experiencing both adversities and joy. What separates the visionaries from the crowd is their courage to take that leap of faith. Many stand at the edge of the cliff with all their dreams, visions, and desires, but out of fear, stay at the cliff's edge. You were born to fly. By stepping out of your comfort zone and letting go of what was, you live your life to its full creative potential. And you did get the artist at the end of the month here, which I guess could be considered maybe more of an oracle card, but that's really interesting. So you did get that artiste card. Have faith and live your life fearlessly. This card, the faith card, is connected to the solar plexus, heart, and crown chakras. And your exercise is to visualize yourself. I know, I cracked myself up with this last time. Don't literally do this. This is a creative visualization, right? Visualize yourself jumping from a mountain peak within you. With expansive wings, see yourself soaring higher into the heavens. With faith and courage, you fly higher into expanded states of awareness. Your affirmation says, I have faith. The wisdom of my heart continues to light my way. I'm going to go back to number 7 here with energetic shield. Going back to that 7 of Cups card for me. Let's see if there's a connection here. There's a quote here on this card that says, when we send love in response to hate, we become spiritual alchemists. It's a quote from Wayne Dyer. Okay, it can be easy to pick up the energy of others when you are sensitive and empathic by nature. Sometimes this energy can be quite exhausting and draining to your own energetic body. If you are sensing and picking up energy from another that holds ill intentions towards you, send them love. When you send love in response to hate, anger, jealousy, envy, and more, you transmute the energy thrown at you into love. It's through the power of unconditional love that miracles occur. Remember, behind every act of fear lives an inner child in need of love. Responding with love does not feed the flames of rage and other low vibrational states. Instead, it extinguishes this energy and heals the situation with peace and understanding. By reacting, responding, and getting caught up in the lower vibrational energy of others, you unconsciously allow their energy to have power and to grow within you. This creates disharmony and blocks that, if left unresolved, can attract further undesirable emotional scenarios. Only through the authentic expression of unconditional love is healing achieved. If you respond with the mind and only wear the mask of peace and love, the emotional, lower vibrational energy will continue to resurface over and over again. As the saying goes, what you resist will continue to persist. So the path of least resistance is indeed the path of unconditional love. This card relates to the chakra, the heart chakra. Your exercise is to visualize a bubble of love surrounding those who come from a place of fear and send them loving thoughts every day. Ugh, that kind of makes me want to cry because that's just so beautiful. Because we all have people in our lives that are just nasty, right? Just mean, nasty, bullying, unpleasant. And you just know that they're sending you ill will, or they're just not thinking kind thoughts about you. So it takes, a lot of strength to be able to send unconditional love their way. Okay, your affirmation says, I am cultivating universal compassion and infinite love for all beings. Oh, this is bringing me to tears. So beautiful. All right. Well, don't need to sit here and weep in front of you, Taurus, because, that is just silly and embarrassing. So, on those beautiful words, with those beautiful words, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you found this helpful, useful. Take it as testimony if any of this rang true to what your situation is at the moment. Know that you have amazing, beautiful things coming your way this month, Taurus. Enjoy the month. And I will catch you next time. Bye.